All right. Hello, everyone. Today we are going to play a game called Laptastic, and first part of the game involves skipping, and we all probably learned how to skip, but now we're going to practice skipping in place. So the way a skip works is you go up with one foot and then up with the next, up with one, up with the next. So when you're doing it fast, it looks like this, and we're using our arms to stay skipping in place. Okay, so go ahead and practice skipping in place. Okay, now that we've got our legs moving a little bit, I want to do a stretch with our legs. So what you are going to do is you are going to sit down like this, and you are going to put your right leg forward like this. Your right leg forward, your other leg tucked into your thigh, both hands, and you're going to try and stretch. You're going to try and stretch as far as you can, and if it starts to hurt, don't go quite as far. All right, so we're stretching out our right leg, the back side of our right leg. Okay, now I want you to switch legs. Your left leg out now. Your right leg tucked in, both hands. And you're going to stretch forward the same way. So we're stretching out the back side of our legs. This is a really good stretch. Okay, great. Now, we are going to be doing a couple planks, and I will teach you what a plank is. But before we do that, I want to get our arms stretched. So take your arms out like this, and you're going to go out, in, out. We're trying to stretch our chest and our back because these are the muscles that are required when we do a plank. So out, in. Now, I want you to take your right shoulder and I just want you to rotate it like this. We're trying to rotate our shoulder. It's like a big arm circle. Now we're going to go backwards. Feels good to stretch it out. Okay, now your left arm, big circles. Now backwards. And this will help us during our plank. Okay, so there's going to be three types of options of planks for this game. The first option is a normal plank, and that is going to look like this. You put your hands down like you're in push-up position, your legs back, and you want your arms out like this. Keep your back straight, okay? This is what a plank should look like. You don't want your butt too high or too low. You want it nice and straight. So this is one type of plank. Another type of plank is a forearm plank, which is the same type of plank, you're just on your forearms. So again, you have your forearms out, your legs back, and your back and your butt are nice and straight. So this is a forearm plank. Okay. And now, if those are too hard for you, you can do a plank on your knees. When you do the plank on your knees, you want to angle your body to where you're still putting in effort. So if you're on your knees, you can pull them back like this, have your arms up like this. You're still doing effort, it's just not quite as hard. So there's this. You could also go on your knees and do a plank like this, whichever one's easiest for you. Okay? All right. So now to the game. The game is called Laptastic. How it works is when Mr. Belton plays the music, we are going to skip in place. Just like we learned, we're going to skip in place when Mr. Belton plays the music. When the music's off, we're going to get down on the ground and do one of the three planks that I taught you. Okay? So, Mr. Belton, you may start the music now. For this one, we're just going to do some hops. We're just going to hop in place. All right, that game was called Laptastic. I'm sure some of you are breathing heavily like I am. That is a good exercise, good for your endurance, your cardiovascular endurance, as well as strengthening your legs, your core, and your upper body.